Cool. So with no further ado, our last one. And you guys have been a great audience, great engaged questions. Thank you for engaging in the voting as well. It really matters. Ondrej Kutcha from Scalevoice. Ondrej? Hopefully I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah,
was that fairly all right? All right. In an Americanized Canadian kind of way?
It's actually Ondrej.
Ondrej. All right. Clicker is here. They tried to walk off. You're mic'd up. Good. 5 minutes on the clock, and the floor is yours.
All right. So Kyle was actually talking a lot about the problems that car dealerships face with calling and people not doing follow-ups, follow-up calls, and so on. And when I was building dealerships in Germany, I was a CTO building dealership group in Germany. We had almost 100 people in the BDC positions, and we had the same issues, like people not picking up phones, not doing follow-ups properly, and so on. And this was actually the reason why I have built Scalevoice. So I'm going to talk about AI. AI is kind of a buzzword today, used a lot. But I will promise you that I will show you real results, and you can also test it for yourself today. I'm sorry, which button is it?
The big green one. Like the big green one. The big green one.
Big green one, yeah. Makes sense. So this is actually our case study from just last month, from May. Our AI agents generated $7 million in additional revenue for our biggest client. It's Ours Holdings. It's a company selling and buying 100,000 cars per year. Our agents generated $7 million in additional revenue, not just the revenue they already have, plus almost $1 million in profits. How it works, we have built agents that can actually call customers. They are not able to sell cars, all right, but they can handle all the buying workflows. So our agents can call all the incoming leads, be it from the CRM system, Kelly Blue Book, Car Gurus, your own web form, for example. They reach out to customers immediately. They have almost the same conversion rates like humans do. And they have human voices, and only 4% of people actually requested human rep on the phone. And this is real statistics. It's on Automotive News. You can read it. Right. So we are not building voice bots. You all know that voice bots, basically, they suck. We all know that. They don't work. So we are building something else. It's not typical voice bot. It's real agent that's using the latest research from AI. We are using OpenAI models, Llama 3 models. We are training models based on the data from dealerships. And that's what makes it way better. It's more closer to humans than to traditional voice bots. It has reasoning. It understands cars. It has domain knowledge. It has the brand knowledge of the dealership. Now, I will just quickly run through the use cases that AI agents actually can do today, and I will talk about the future. So we can call all the Car Gurus leads, KBB ICO leads, webform leads, in just 60 seconds. Once you have them in your system, they don't miss a follow-up. They call 10 times, even more if it's needed. And we are also achieving high conversion rates on old leads, meaning if you have leads 3 weeks old, even older, we can still call all those leads. And we have over 10% conversion rates, even from old leads. So you can, if you want to, you can actually have the call, you can test the call. Just scan the QR code, fill in the form, your name, phone number, and our Chris AI will reach out to you. So you can have real AI call if you want to. Next, we are also... I'm sorry. Too fast. Or you can visit scalevoice.com and you can hit the button there.
We'll put the slide up again at the end. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So we are also we have also implemented buying cars from private marketplaces. So we are scanning Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and so on. We are taking all the leads, grading those leads, and our AI is reaching out to customers through text, or either text or just direct call, because if the phone number is there, we can just directly call that customer. And yeah, once the car arrives to the branch, you can inspect the car and decide if you want to buy it or not. And you are only charged if you buy the car in the end of the day. And that kind of aligns Scalevoice with the car dealership business, because we make sure that we are only send cars that you actually like. And because we had many calls in like last 2 months, probably 90 calls with dealerships, we found out that there is more issue also with the service calls. So we have implemented service calls, inbound service call agent that can handle the service calls. It's integrated with Xtime and with MyKarma. You can test it out again. Just call this number. Chris will pick it up. You can test it out for yourself. We have all the integrations that you probably have. We raised 3.3 million in pre-seed funding. We are looking now to raise 10 million in seed funding in October. And you can join the waiting list if you are interested in trying it out. We will reach out to you probably in 1 week or 2 weeks to implement this technology for a dealership.
Nice work. Round of applause. Is that the same QR code to allow them to use it?
No, no, no.
Can you go back to the other QR code?
Yes,
of
course, I can.
And then anybody who wants to actually click it, they can.
Yeah, you can either call this phone number, one way to test the service calls. So if you want to take the screenshot, you can do it.
Your choice. You can leave the number up or the QR code. Your choice.
No, I will leave it.
All right, questions.
It's easier.
Let's start the clock. And judges, it's all yours.
So I'll start. Price point. What is the charge that you? Well, there's two charges, right? There's one if you are using the tool where you buy the car, and two, and then, and so walk me through the dollars and cents with that.
Sure. All right. So for the service calls, it's $4 if we manage to handle service calls, either update the customer update of the service, or the appointment, or rescheduling. It's basically $4 for the lead if our system handles it without any human intervention. For the Kelly Blue Book and Car Guru leads, it's usually it's success fee only. So you only pay if we manage to convert the lead to customer or appointment. That's $10. And the private sourcing, it's most expensive because we have to call a lot of leads to get your car to your branch. And if you decide to buy this car, it's $500 per car you buy. But it's still very cost effective.
So you use the term, it's almost the same close rate as a human. What actually are the comparisons?
Yeah, sure. So from the web forms, because we can easily measure the quality of the leads coming in, and we have basically A/B tested the web form, meaning you have your trade-in web form right on your website. We have split the leads, basically A/B test, and humans usually have around 65%. We had actually 72%, but it's comparable, let's say. So we had a little bit higher conversion rates than humans do.
Is there a period in the call where it just gets too complicated and you've got to kick it to a human because the AI just flips out?
No, it doesn't happen. I mean, you also have to think it's not that we are doing selling cars. That's really hard. We are doing the buying workflows, which are usually okay, give me your make, model, discuss the price, discuss the appointment, and so on. It's not that complicated.
How many dealers are on your platform today?
All right. So we have, let's say, 4 big ones, like the RS Group. It's one of the biggest ones, and we have around 47 rooftops here in the US. We just started 2 months ago. So the list is kind of growing. We are now delivering. The thing is, we have signed dealerships. We haven't delivered all of them because it takes time. We want to make sure that it works for the dealership. So we have to make sure that the rules are right. The brand is,
What's the backlog look like? And what's the timeline for an installation?
It's usually 3 weeks. So first week is the POC. Second week is preparing for production, and the third week is testing in production with real leads. And testing the conversions, kind of comparing the conversions between humans and the AI.
Have you done a focus group with the people you don't close and have just said, do you just hate this? Do you hate me now as the dealer because you were so frustrated with that process?
No. I mean, what do you mean by that?
I'm worried that you're going to have big time CSI problems with this product because you're going to...
Actually, with the buying flow, it doesn't happen because people want to sell their cars, right? So they're actually happy that they can reach someone, go through the flow, get the price, get the appointment done. The same thing for the service calls. If you can't reach anyone in the service, it's kind of frustrating, but if you can reach someone in 2 seconds to ask for the update or just schedule an appointment, it actually might improve your CSI score.
Who's your competition that you're concerned about in this space?
I would say, I mean, there are many companies doing something similar, for example, in the service space only, like Stella Automotive, for example. But there are many companies building AI for, let's say, typical contact center workflows. But I think that there are not that many companies building it for outbound calls and for having this very different pricing, which is based on results, not based on minutes. So yes, there are some competitors. Maybe there will be new competitors entering the space. But yeah, basically Stella, there's Numa, right? You probably got know Numa as well. So there are some competitors, yes. They're not building the same thing, but.
So with the dial-outs, are they able to communicate via email and chat as well, or is it just a voice?
Yes, it's both. So basically, you get lead through chat, you ask for a phone number, and you just continue with the conversation. It's not like just getting the phone number and calling again.
All right, great work. Round of applause. Good fielding of questions.
I have a lot more questions.
Good work, judges. Audience, you got 5 minutes. Questions.
I think it could work. I like it a lot. It's all the AI is right.
Yeah. So the ARR is now, well.
And for the audience's benefit, what does ARR mean?
You mean like yearly revenue, right? I can tell you MRR, which is now over 100,000. So ARR is like 1.2 million. And we would like to get 10 million in the seed fundraising, because at that time, it's in a couple of months, we will have 2 million ARR. Sorry.
And I think you asked valuation as well, did you? Valuation?
Yeah, the valuation after the seed. I mean, I'm looking for post-money valuation around 50 million.
50.
50, yeah.
Okay, great. Other questions?
Pricing is the appointment test or the appointment made? Appointment show or appointment made?
You mean what you're paying for?
Yes.
So you don't pay for the show-ups. You already pay for the appointments made.
Made.
Yes.
How much is it?
It depends on the type of appointment, but if it's Kelly Blue Book, it's $10 per appointment.
Questions? Yes.
Your website says you also do service finance and insurance.
Yeah, that's our long-term vision, is to have everything around the car, the whole workflow. So basically, it's not just about buying cars, but we would like to also enter the insurance space as well, and also the car financing space as well. So helping customer the whole process basically.
When you say $10 an appointment,
Yeah.
they have to show up. I mean, you
No.
said it. They have to
No. It's per appointment. We don't know if the person shows up or not, but we know that we have made an appointment at specific date, specific hour. So that's you charge for it. Yes. Yes.
You said you built your model on automotive data sets. Where did you get all that data?
More conversational data, not just automotive data. Yeah. So.
How do you get that kind of amount of data?
Yeah, sure. So for example, the Auris Holding, the company I talked about at the beginning, we worked for them initially for the first 4 months, and we got the whole data set. They have 500 people in the BDC. So we got all the data for the last 2 years, just about discussing cars, buying cars, and handling leads.
You said that 4% of people ask for a live attendant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a really, really low number.
Yes.
of AI in service. Do you have the service number? On how
No. It's just for the Kelly Blue Books and leads from the web forms.
Yeah, so the competition for me, it's Blink, Stella,
Yeah.
Numa, Brook, CDK's new Ava,
Yes.
and those are all integrated and stacked. Those guys have a partnership with somebody, those folks have a partnership with
Yes.
somebody. It's a tough, and then your AI that you said, is that what you're using, a mix of Mistral and?
Yes. We're using mix of, yes, the latest models.
Your model is using multiple
Yes.
large language models. Okay, thanks.
Questions? Yes.
So Kelly Blue Book has a lot of fraud and spam services and capabilities. How often are you having to reinvest in calibration of your services as
The three
Kelly
of
Blue
us
Book
car
knocks out of
that I have been
puts measures in place to address some of that spam?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So actually, we see a lot of scams on Facebook Marketplace, for example, and Craigslist. So I can talk about that. We are filtering out all the leads where we see that someone is selling more than one car online. You know, we can filter out salvage cars, crashed cars as well, just based on the photos and so on. So this is what we are filtering out. With the KBB leads, we don't know upfront that it's a fraud. That's difficult. We will call the customer, of course. We will go through the whole call script, and we will probably invite them to the branch based on the discussion with the customer.
One last question. Anyone? All right, great. Round of applause. Good work. Did a good job. Very interesting technology. Judges, you're first. Everyone else in the audience, please get your scores in here. We'll get the judges first. Chase is really contemplating this one. Zach, watch out. The brain cells are going, I can tell. He has a new fund. He's ready to deploy some capital.
Oh, sorry.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Cool. There you go. Great. Thank you, guys. Let's get the audience scores
2.811.
up on the slide, please. Cool. Pretty strong results. Good work. And we're still tabulating. And the next slide, please. How do you do on the presentation? Good. Good work. Good work. Good work. Thank you very much. One more round of applause. All right, good. You've